Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nerd Doctors. My name is Griffin, and I'm joined by my co-host Edward.
Hey guys.
Today, we're going to be reviewing the newest Marvel movie, Thor: Love and Thunder. Overall, I would say it was a good movie. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing fantastic, but it was good. In my opinion, I think the beginning was a bit, the comedy was a bit lost. It kind of just got in the way of the story and more of the serious tones of the movie. But then the middle and the end started to pick it up a bit more, and that was really good. However, an exception to what I said about the beginning, the first scene was really good, and I'm very happy with what they've done with the villain in this movie.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, first of all, one of the great things that they did was, and I don't know how they pulled that off, is they got Christian Bale to come on board. I mean, we all know that he had a fantastic run, as Batman, and for him to now be over at Marvel, it was fantastic. So the movie's good. I agree with Griffin. It's enjoyable for the most part. I just think because there are some very emotional themes in this movie, it could have done with less comedy than Ragnarok. The one thing that put me off from Ragnarok was that, at this point, it's not a spoiler, Odin dies. And it's just like right back into comedy. So that kind of put me off from that one. It's the only part. And in here, I think they could have toned down the comedy just a little bit, just because there's a little bit more emotional themes. But Natalie Portman's character, Jane Foster's fantastic in this. Christian Bale's
Yeah,
villainous character is great in this. They steal the movie.
Christian Bale's character of Gorr the God Butcher is very creepy. I think he's jumping up the list to be one of my favorite MCU villains. Every scene he was in, he was absolutely creepy. Like the way they did his makeup, the way he talked, the way he sat even was a bit off-putting. And it was everything put together. It was just amazing to watch.
No, and I was just telling Griffin, he doesn't look anything like his comic book counterpart, but I never thought of that watching the movie. It was only after the movie was over that in the car I was, just searching social media and I was seeing the references. I was like, oh shit, he looks nothing like that. But it never bothered me because when you have an actor like Christian Bale, you're centered on his act, and his acting is just it's phenomenal. And again, a lot of people are complaining about the movie. Go watch it, guys. Make up your own mind. Natalie's fantastic. She looks fantastic, and she looks great as Mighty Thor.
Everything in this movie was visually stunning. It was like a brief thing at the beginning that looked a little off, but everything else, it was gorgeous.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of stuff in here that the scenery is fantastic. The cast is great. Chris is funny. Like I said, I mean, for me personally, they could have toned down the comedy just a slight bit, but it's not that big of a deal. At the end of the day, it's an enjoyable movie. You walk away from it and you're like, okay. Still, I'll say this. To me, my favorite Thor movie is still the first one, just because of the director and the direction of that movie. Thor 2, I don't hate. Ragnarok, I enjoyed it for what it was, and this one's an enjoyable film, and I walked away happy with the way it ended.
Going into the movie, the ending is not what I would have expected, especially the after credit scenes. There's two after credit scenes, by the way. But I was very happy with how it ended, and I'm very curious to see how they pick up from this. Because I think that it can be a very nice addition to the MCU. They just need to, I guess, find the right tone.
I agree. There's so many things that we can't say because this is a non-spoiler review, guys. But seriously, enjoy the movie. I didn't care for one of the credit scenes, but one of them I did. I thought it was like, okay, it gave me that closure, and it also brought a smile to my face. I think Griffin as well.
Yeah.
The other one, not so much, kind of like drifts off, but okay, it's all right. We'll see what they do with that. And I don't know. I think I'm more partial to Mjolnir, but Stormbreaker is awesome too. But I don't know. I'm kind of like in between, and you'll see Thor deal with that in this movie. His father made it and gave it to him, in his adolescence. So it's endearing to him because we all know his father's not around. Stormbreaker is essentially what he used to chop off fucking Thanos' head. So he and it's very powerful. I'm more partial to the hammer, guys. And let us know in the comments, which do you prefer? Do you prefer Stormbreaker? Here's what I think that bugs me about Stormbreaker. The handle's so damn long. It's like a, no pun intended, it's like a damn broom, which funny enough you'll see.
Well, it was Groot's arm.
But I don't know, man. Just Mjolnir just seems so much more powerful. And I know that's not the case. I know that Stormbreaker is much more, but I'm more partial to it. I actually enjoyed for the first time one of Thor's helmets. I thought his helmet, I didn't like it in the first one. He never wore one in the second one. I didn't like his helmet from Ragnarok. This one I liked. A lot of people don't like it, but this one I like.
Really?
Yeah.
I hated this one.
You did? Oh, okay.
I thought it looked awful.
Yeah. Funny enough, the best suit he's ever worn, I think, is the one from Thor 2, The Dark World. I just like that one. More rugged. This one, it's a little too colorful for me, but funny, I don't know why I dug the helmet. I don't know. It reminded me of Wolverine, and I was like, okay, yeah.
I guess I can see that a little bit.
Yep.
He's just trying to mimic Jane though.
Yeah. And Jane's, funny enough, Jane's helmet was fantastic. Jane's whole outfit, man, she looks great. And for people,
They really nailed the comic book look.
yeah, and for people, exactly. For people bitching and complaining, saying, "Why the fuck does she have the hammer? Why is she Thor?" That's actually a comic book run, guys. I mean, that's canon. She does become Thor in the comics, so they didn't make that up. It's not Taika's fault. He's actually following comics for those people that want to be comic book purists. This is actually canon.
He really did his homework with this movie. He got a lot of things right. There's some things he changed, but for the most part, he really did his homework and he made everything as accurate as it could be. And it was just good to see.
Yeah, I enjoy. Like I said, I mean, there was little things here and there, but for the most part, I walked out of there with a smile on my face. I thought it was cool, and I wish every time I watch one of these movies, I'm like, damn it, I want my own,
Yeah.
like a prop, like not a toy, like a prop, and hopefully one day. So those are my thoughts on Thor Love and Thunder, guys. Oh, and also, like, at the end, you'll see why it's called Thor Love and Thunder, and you're like,
That's pretty cool.
cool. All right, awesome. So let us know your thoughts. Please give us a like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments which is your favorite movie, and are you part of that 90% that hates Thor: The Dark World, or did you enjoy it? I enjoyed it, so I'm part of that 1%er.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.
Take care, guys.